Most of you may already be familiar with the foundation, but for anyone that may be joining us today who is not, I'd like to provide a brief introduction of who we are and what we do. The Community Foundation was founded in 1991 as the region's partner, resource, and steward in philanthropy, initially covering a 5-county footprint. As a community foundation today, though, we cover the footprint of Clark and Floyd counties, and we currently manage nearly $140 million in charitable assets and over 260 individual funds, each of which supports the unique charitable intent of the donors who establish the funds. We are a charitable vehicle for donors, giving both for their giving both during and after their lifetimes. And we are happy to announce we are celebrating our 30th anniversary this year as a partner in philanthropy in our community. We have experienced substantial growth in our 30 years, growing our assets from an initial $1 million, which was a matching grant provided by the Lilly Endowment, to today managing over $140 million or close to that. Our grant making last year totaled over $6.4 million from our endowments, and we have awarded over $46 million in grants over the last 29 years. Our mission as a community foundation is to build enduring charitable resources used to positively impact our community by doing three things: serving as a partner and resource for donors, their advisors, and area nonprofits, fulfilling a leadership role on important community issues, making it simple for donors to fulfill their individual goals and giving back, and providing stewardship of those donors' gifts and charitable intent for generations to come. So being a partner, resource, and steward in our community. To the comment that I just made on the last slide about our mission as a foundation, we take playing a leadership role on important community issues seriously and understand the importance of knowing what the community sees as priority and needs. So in 2015, the foundation commissioned the IU Southeast Applied Research and Education Center, Dr. Melissa Fry, to help us create a comprehensive needs assessment of Clark and Floyd counties. This assessment covers all aspects of quality of life and quality of place, such as basic needs, education and workforce development, the economy, arts and culture, healthful living, and community, and provides a guide to the area's shared priorities and needs. We will soon be launching an update to that assessment, so stay tuned. But the 2015 assessment of needs and priorities in Clark and Floyd counties showed that improving quality of place will be critical to both improving the health of our residents and the economic future of our communities. Respondents that participated in that assessment identified recreational space, including bike lanes and paths, parks, and recreational facilities, all as high priorities. Activities and spaces that create and maintain a community that values health and wellness are important to quality of place, and Clark and Floyd counties have many strong community attributes and good social capital to build on in these areas. There's an abundance of natural resources and opportunities for healthful, active lifestyles. Just by being near the Ohio River, we are incredibly fortunate to have rich water resources and beautiful natural features to capitalize on. Today, researchers and community development experts recognize how intertwined quality of place and quality of life are, and increasingly embrace the notion that investments in quality of place can and do improve and enhance quality of life. The Ohio River Greenway, for example, is a major quality of place amenity that is also encouraging outdoor physical activity and social engagement, both essential to physical and mental health. So why quality of place? I just gave you a little bit of insight into that, but Southern Indiana's natural areas and public spaces are where we find renewal as individuals, celebrate as families, and gather as neighbors, friends, and coworkers. This region's very unique topography and history of visionary leaders have shaped a distinctive set of amenities, or the quality of place that we have, that makes our region an attractive place to live, work, play, and visit. The Community Foundation of Southern Indiana is eager to engage community partners in efforts to ensure that all residents of Clark and Floyd counties enjoy safe, accessible, high-quality parks and green spaces, and enhance the social, natural, and built infrastructure that we already have in place. So our role, we know the real work in achieving results is done by residents, civic groups, nonprofits, and public agencies in our counties. You are the ones with the aspirations, the energy, and the skills to move ideas into action. So as a partner, we'll play actually 4 roles. One being a grant maker. So we are setting aside a large portion of our annual grants budget for quality of place grants. And we will accept idea papers beginning in July of 2021 of this year. We encourage any organization, small or large, neighborhood or regional, rural or urban, to submit ideas. The foundation will accept proposals in amounts that range from $50,000 up to a maximum of $150,000. We will also play the role of convener and connector. So we may occasionally bring key groups together to raise awareness of opportunities and needs, discuss solutions, and create connections needed to move ideas forward. Third role would be a capacity builder. So we'll help pay to bring in experts if needed and other resources that can increase the knowledge and effectiveness of people and organizations moving good ideas forward. And then lastly, philanthropic advisor will help donors of all types learn about the importance of quality of place, about the needs and opportunities in our communities and within the 2 counties, and about the good ideas that we find. Priority populations. So our quality of place grants will prioritize projects that target people with the least access to safe, high quality public places and amenities, especially those who have low incomes and or who have limited transportation, as well as people with physical or intellectual disabilities. We believe that when our lives are improved, our communities are more welcoming and attractive to all residents, tourists, and employers. We'll identify and monitor community-level data on access, use, safety, and quality of local amenities, especially among our target populations, to guide our decision-making and build stronger relationships with our partners. These indicators will include data from different sources, such as our Community Needs Map, the 2015 Assessment of Needs and Priorities, and the soon-to-be revised version of that, as well as other national sources like the County Health Rankings, the AARP Livability Index, the Trust for Public Lands Park Score. So many different resources will be utilized. We'll collect program level data from our grantees to better understand the contribution that our investment in our partners is making toward the priority results, which include increasing real and perceived safety of existing amenities, ensuring safe and affordable access to those amenities, enhancing the environmental quality and sustainability of those amenities, and then lastly, increasing physical activity and improved cardiovascular health through the use of those amenities. So just to go a little further into detail into these different areas, the safety of existing amenities. So this would include things like enhancing parks, trails, bike pathways, and community green spaces with safety features and amenities. Activating public spaces that are unused or underused, such as amphitheaters and pocket parks, or initiating complete streets projects, which is a design approach that requires streets to be planned, designed, operated, and maintained to enable safe, convenient, and comfortable travel and access for users of all ages and abilities, regardless of their mode of transportation. The next area is really about safe and affordable access. So this is connecting existing and new parks and public spaces to other existing infrastructure and making that access safe and convenient for everyone. So those with transportation and mobility challenges. Enhancing the environmental quality and sustainability of the amenities. So focusing efforts to improve air and water quality to sustain the beautiful natural resources that we have in this region, and advocating for and enhancing or creating new public-private partnerships for parks and green space planning. And then lastly, increasing physical activity and improving cardiovascular health through the use of these spaces, creating programs. So this would include creating programs and planning activities in public spaces such as the green spaces and parks, And then elevating awareness of activities in these spaces through aggressive marketing and communication efforts. Partners are encouraged to develop proposals that describe the priority result in which the project will contribute, identify the target population and how the project or program will benefit them, consider what works to get to the priority results, and propose projects that align with evidence-based, strategic, or promising approaches. Successful applicants will identify the indicators of success that project will contribute to and performance measures that will be tracked and reported to accurately capture the community impact. And then lastly, the proposal will demonstrate their organization's capacity to be successful with the proposed project.